right, we had a pretty nice night, and we're about to head out. Here we go. We had to get out and stop at this vista because the views are too good. David's gonna fly the drone. I think it'll be some good shots. Looks like we've got a couple of surfers out here this morning.
Oh, I'm slipping away, so don't let me go. Nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze. So where do we go? Nah, nah. Just let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, stay. I'm slipping away, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control, out of control. Oh baby, I love the rush. It overflows. It's out of control, out of control. I'm in love. I'm in love. Yeah. I'm slipping away. Yeah. Just like I am dreaming, walking around in this love haze. I wanna stay in this feeling, but let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, stay. I'm slipping away. Oh, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control, but baby.
We continued down the coast until stumbling upon another vista point in San Simon. This one was full of elephant seals. Alright, we just got back in the car after checking out the elephant seals. Oh man, they were super fun! I didn't know they made that noise.
Yeah, it's a very odd noise, very gurgly and deep and super loud. But there's so many of them over there just laying on the beach, and lots of them were flicking up sand on their back. I don't know if that's to protect them from the sun or if they were getting too hot or what. And they're pretty hilarious to watch them flop around.
It's so funny when they chase each other. Just watching them move on land is really amazing. We enjoyed it. Definitely stood there for a couple minutes. After the elephant seals, we headed inland to Paso Robles for another Harvest Host stay. Our Harvest Host today is a winery, and they have a little beehive in here. Our next stop was Ventura. La Tortuga, our rig, was getting some work done. A few days later, the truck was kitted out with a brush guard, and we were heading into LA for brunch. David's cousin Reese was kind enough to let us ship some packages to him. Thanks again, Reese. We really enjoyed hanging out with you, and really appreciated you letting us turn your place into an Amazon locker. LA was beautiful. However, LA traffic, not so much. We made our way out of town, which sadly took the rest of the day. Kitty's got some new toys, and I think they both approve. You like that toy, Nanette? Daddy approves. Daddy approves.
trust you'll stay, yeah, stay. And through the dark and cold, I know it's all good, 'cause now I'm the best of.
Aside from a few days in wine country and national parks, we had sprinted through most of California, mostly because of how expensive it was to camp there. But the pace was catching up with us, and we needed a place to land for a while. Luckily, we found some BLM land, aka free camping, near Palm Springs, and took a few days to catch our breath. It was nice, although I could have done without that tarantula. Let's just say I didn't sit outside much after that. After a chore day in Palm Desert, we settled into a new spot in Joshua Tree. It was time to focus on border prep, like purchasing a few more spare parts and compiling unused items to send back home. We also had a long list of camper projects to work on, like mounting a pole for Starlink, making an outdoor shower curtain attachment, improving our kitchen storage, adding a light bar to the truck. The list goes on and on. This was also our spot for Thanksgiving, which was our first major holiday in the camper. We spent the day hiking, talking with family, and eating skyline dip. Tyga is not sad she didn't go on the hike with us today. She is very happy. Happy girl. What about you, Nana? Are you sad you didn't get to go on the hike? Probably not. But honestly, it left us feeling isolated and unexpectedly low. Those feelings hit us like a ton of bricks, which made it hard to do much of anything for a while. With some time, we knew that we needed a change of pace, so we packed up and made our way over to Joshua Tree National Park.
So hard, stumbling in the dark, to learn how to see what you already saw. You're the one to blame for. Ooh, the fact that I can reach for the best of myself.
Touch it.
No!
So we've got some magmatic intrusions here. You can see where it almost looks like the granite formations have bubbled up through the underlying strata, which is actually how most of the rock formations were formed here in Joshua Tree. Pretty cool to see. So up here we've got some even more pronounced magmatic intrusions. Same type of rock as we saw before. These ones obviously just bubbled up closer to the surface than the other ones.
Back at the campsite. It's pretty cool how these campgrounds are up in these big rock formations. Definitely one of our cooler campsites for sure.
What are you doing, Nutty?
What are you doing, Tyga? The trail is this way.
Nettie doesn't really feel like walking today, so she's riding along in the backpack. But Tiger Baby's doing pretty good. Hiking back over towards the campsite. Such a cool spot. The rocks especially look pretty now that it's getting to be golden hour at the ripe time of 3:30.
It's all good when you show the way. Yeah, even if I fall, ooh, I trust you'll stay. Yeah, and through the dark and cold,
We found the arch rock.
it's all good.
Pretty cool.
Find the best of myself, yeah. Ooh, we're sailing on across an open sea that's anxious so calm.
Had a pretty eventful day so far. We started off the morning working on some projects, slept in a little bit. It was super windy last night, so neither myself or Rachel slept very good. The camper was rocking with every big gust of wind that came through. But this afternoon, before the sun went down, we decided to do a little hike. And this hike is called High View Point, and we've been climbing up an incline for about 20 minutes or so. We're getting pretty close to the top, but definitely some spectacular views on our way up.
Definitely. Lots of stairs on this trail. Look at this. Just incredible. Little cactus. Teddy bear cactus. Another cactus. Oh, almost there. We found the top.
So we made it to the top of High View Trail. It's definitely a fitting name. It was a lot of up and up, a lot of stairs. Definitely got a little warmed up going up all that elevation. I'm starting to sweat a little bit now, but definitely a pretty good view now that we're here.
Wow. You can see some mountains way off in the distance.
Oh, yeah, there's the camper.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Apparently, if you come here in the spring, I think, you can see lots of wildflowers, which I wouldn't have guessed. But I'm guessing these are the remnants, maybe. Found some Joshua trees. They're so cool to look at. We've come down quite a bit. Almost there. We took the steep yet quick route. Hopefully we'll make it back before the sun sets. Good news. Camper is in sight. So today we're hiking Warren Peak. We're still in Joshua Tree National Park. This hike looks a little bit different than the one we did yesterday evening. Pretty rocky and sort of a little bit more lush as far as desert lush goes. Apparently we're gonna gain around 1,000 feet with this hike of elevation. So you can't tell, we're already a little bit out of breath. But I think it gets steeper as we go. We think that up ahead, that pointy point, is Warren Peak. And we've been going up pretty steadily, but if that's our peak, we are definitely gonna go up a lot more.
Yeah, we actually ran into one of the locals and sat and talked to him for a little bit on the trail when we were trying to decide which one to do. And on this trail, he said, well, it's uphill, and then it gets really uphill towards the end. So we're thinking the really uphill part is what's right in front of us.
All right, so that was our peak. We're making some slow progress, but just look behind us and look at those views. Very impressive. But we hear the views are gonna get better.
Yeah, the local we talked to said from the top we can actually see Palm Springs and Palm Desert, so it's quite a ways off in the distance.
Talk about steep. Here we are. Oh, wow.
Got views in all directions.
Right? Over there you can see Palm Springs. And to the left, we're thinking that's Palm Desert.
Yeah, they've actually got this cool little box up here. The local I was talking about earlier actually told us about it. And it's got a little notepad apparently in here, and you can write your name and where you're from. Pretty cool.
We'll have to make an entry.
Yeah.
Good when you show the way, yeah.
Our time in Joshua Tree was refreshing, and a few days in nature really helped us feel a bit more like ourselves. With border prep mostly complete, it was time to head south. We were ready for beach time and more adventures. So, ready or not, Mexico, here we come.
I know it's all
If you liked this video, let us know by liking and subscribing. Here's to enjoying the journey. Cheers, friends!